All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're breaking down the architecture of truly intelligent AI agents. If you're serious about building confident AI, you need to understand these core principles. This isn't fluff, this is the prerequisite for getting it right. So, where does it all begin? It starts with something called focused instruction. You can think of this as the single most important command you'll ever give your agent. It is the explicit, unambiguous direction that defines its entire world, what it's trying to achieve, what rules it has to follow, and the context it's working in. Get this wrong, and nothing else matters. Okay, so we know it's the crucial first step, but saying it is one thing, doing it effectively is a whole other ballgame. So, how do you actually provide focused instruction that works? Well, that's what this explainer is all about. We're going to break it down into the three essential pillars of a well-built agent. Let's start with pillar number one, the foundation. This is all about defining objectives. This is the why. Why does this agent even exist? What is its ultimate purpose? It might sound basic, but you'd be surprised how many people skip this. Without a crystal clear objective, your agent is just a ship without a rudder. It's just code. The objective is what gives it purpose, it gives it direction, and it's how you'll ever know if it's actually succeeding. It's the difference between a blunt tool and a precision instrument. Let's make this real with a running example. Say we're building an intelligent travel agent. A weak objective would be to book trips. A strong objective is to maximize customer satisfaction. See the difference? Suddenly, that high-level goal forces you to think about what actually creates satisfaction. Things like personalization, top-notch problem solving, clear communication, and a system that's always learning and getting better. And this is where it all clicks into place. Those components we just mentioned, they translate directly into an operational guide. You define its core functions, what it physically does. You define its constraints, the hard lines it absolutely cannot cross. And you even define its behavior, how it should sound and act. Every single piece of this flows directly from that one primary objective, maximizing customer satisfaction. So, we've nailed down the why. Now we need to get into the how. This brings us to our second pillar, task specifications. If objectives are the foundation, this is the blueprint. Task specifications are the agent's playbook, plain and simple. No ambiguity, no guesswork. They break down every single duty into meticulous step-by-step instructions. They define exactly what a successful outcome looks like, and crucially, they even anticipate what might go wrong. This is about building a system that's ruthlessly efficient. Let's go back to our travel agent. A user's request for a flight inquiry isn't just one action. It's a structured process. Step 1, the initial query. Get all the necessary info, locations, dates, budget. Step 2, the search process. This is the heavy lifting of searching, filtering, and sorting. And finally, step 3, the presentation. Don't just dump 100 results. Show the top 3 options with all the key details. See how that turns a vague request into a clear, executable workflow? That's the power of good task specification. Now for the final pillar. Objectives and tasks are absolutely essential, but this is what separates a clunky bot from a truly intelligent agent. Let's talk about the brain of the operation, contextual awareness. The source material calls this the backbone of intelligent behavior, and that description is perfect. This is about moving beyond just following orders. It's about the agent understanding the entire universe around a request, the user, their history, the state of the world, all the subtle details that change a good response into a brilliant one. This comparison says it all, doesn't it? The difference is night and day. Without context, the agent is a simple order taker. You say, book a flight to Japan, it books a flight to Japan. With context, it becomes an advisor. It says, hey, if you want to see the cherry blossoms, you should go these weeks. It doesn't just tell you a flight was canceled. It's already working on alternative routes based on what it knows you like. That is a massive leap in capability. And context isn't just one big thing. It has layers. The first layer we can call destination intelligence. This is the agent's deep encyclopedic knowledge about its domain. For our travel agent, this means knowing about peak seasons, local festivals, cultural norms, you name it. It's the static knowledge base it draws from. The other critical layer is dynamic adaptation. This is intelligence in motion. It's about how the agent reacts when things go wrong, because they always do. A flight gets canceled, a sudden storm hits, a basic bot freezes. An agent with dynamic adaptation immediately recalculates, replans, and starts solving the problem, often before the user even knows it exists. So, what do you get when you bring these three pillars together, the foundation, the blueprint, and the brain? Well, you get something pretty special. You get a fundamental shift from just providing a service to actually delivering an experience. I really like this quote from the source material because it gets to the heart of why we do this. We're not just trying to automate tasks to save a few seconds. The real goal is to build agents that make interactions feel personal, insightful, and, well, thoughtfully curated. That's the finish line. So if you're going to take one thing away today, let it be this formula. Clear objectives give you the why. Detailed task specifications give you the how. And rich contextual awareness gives you the intelligence to handle the what if. You need all three working in concert to build a truly intelligent agent. We've laid out the complete architecture here. You have the principles, but I'll leave you with this final thought. Your agent can have the most perfect instructions on paper, but is it actually ready for the chaotic, messy, and completely unpredictable real world? Because that is the ultimate test.